Terry Bryant, The Inspired Vegan, Seasonal Ingredients, Creative Recipes, Mouthwatering Menus. Welcome to the vibrant world of The Inspired Vegan by Terry Bryant. In the following summary, you will be immersed into this delightful journey that combines a wide array of seasonal ingredients, creative recipes, and mouth-watering menus. Bryant aims to tackle food injustice by making cooking and eating a political act that nurtures inclusivity and sustainability. He encourages readers to freestyle the recipes and use seasonal ingredients in their cooking and advocates growing one's produce. The menus featured here are inspired by various factors such as culture, political movements, history, and even art and literature. Get ready to be enthralled and nourished as you embark on this edible quest towards justice, sustainability, and inspiration.
Food justice, making cooking a political act. When Bryant Terry moved from Brooklyn to California, he found himself in a food paradise with easy access to fresh, organic produce. However, adjacent to his community was West Oakland, a food desert with no grocery stores. This is a common problem in the U.S., and predominantly affects African American and Latino communities. Terry's mission is to create community-based solutions, advocating for cooking and eating as political acts. His approach is holistic, using not just recipes, but experiences that include film, music, and literature, to inspire solidaristic action for a better future for all. Freestyle your cooking. Terry, a seasoned chef, encourages adjusting his recipes to suit your taste buds. He suggests using fresh ingredients and researching the best diets for your health and cooking for others. His wife's pregnancy motivated him to find natural sources of iron in food, like beets, rather than supplements. When it comes to fat, he advises forming your own opinion by reading up on its benefits and drawbacks. To infuse your olive oil with flavors, he suggests simmering your choice of spices or herbs in it. Lastly, Terry urges readers to try growing their own produce to consume more consciously and lead a healthier lifestyle. Cooking basics for tomato lovers. Learn to cook with fresh ingredients to make delicious and nutritious vegan meals. Congratulations on growing your tomato plants. Now, what do you do with all those tomatoes once they ripen? Don't just settle for the usual tomato sandwiches. Instead, learn the basics of cooking with fresh ingredients to create nutritious and delicious vegan meals. Begin with the building blocks of cooking. Start with beans and grains as your foundation. Soak dried beans overnight and cook them in fresh water for delicious and inexpensive vegan meals. Grains like quinoa, oats, and rice are easy to prepare and can be used for both sweet and savory dishes. Remember to allow steam to collect while cooking grains for shorter cooking times. Adding flavor is the next step. Experiment with different herbs and spices to create unique taste experiences. Roasting garlic and caramelizing onions add natural sweetness to dishes, while pickled mustard greens provide an unexpected flavor bomb. Pesto is another versatile option. Mix and match herbs and nuts, then freeze in ice cube trays for future use. And if you're looking for a creamy finish, try cashew cream instead of yogurt or heavy cream. Once you've mastered the building blocks and added your own flavors, it's time to start creating menus. Get inspired by the seasons, political movements, your family, and even art and literature. Follow Terry's example by exploring eclectic inspirations behind 4 unique menus, then start creating your own. Don't limit yourself to tomato sandwiches. With these basic cooking skills, you can turn your fresh produce into nutritious, delicious, and inventive vegan dishes. Exploring African American cuisine. Terry's cooking is a critique of the often misinterpreted African American cuisine that celebrates diverse ingredients and regional variations. Terry's spring menu: grits, greens, molasses, showcases dishes that are slowly and intentionally cooked with naturally sourced ingredients. Terry's style of cooking challenges the stereotype that soul food is always deep-fried and soaked in lard and sugar. It is a celebration of African American history and memory, which are often connected with the idea of home and family. Food justice movement. The Free Breakfast for Children program established by the Black Panther Party in 1969 inspired activists like Bryant Terry to fight chronic food injustice in the Bay Area. Terry founded Be Healthy to empower young people to participate in the food justice movement. His Freedom Fare menu not only pays homage to the African American migrants who moved to the West Coast during the Second Great Migration but also revamps Southern collard greens and beans with lively flavors like tomatoes and parsley. To make this soul food via California dish, soak butter beans overnight with a piece of Japanese seaweed, boil and simmer them until tender, and then add salt. For the collards, slice 2 pounds of greens after removing their ribs, boil them for 2 minutes, blend oven-dried tomatoes in boiling water with other ingredients, sauté, and simmer for 20 minutes. Finally, add the beans, stock, parsley, and seasoning, and simmer on low heat for 30 minutes until the greens are tender. Detroit Summers Afrodiasporic and Asian Roots. Grace Lee and James Boggs were an Afro-Asian couple who co-founded Detroit Summer, a radical collective that empowered local youths and elders through community gardening and food justice activism. Their 40-year partnership inspired generations of activists, including Chef Terry, whose autumn menu pays tribute to their legacy. His recipe for sweet potatoes candied in molasses, miso, and maple syrup blends African American and Japanese flavors and highlights the harmonious balance between sweet and savory. To fully immerse in Grace and James's political ideals, Chef Terry recommends reading their book, Conversations in Maine, accompanied by Nina Simone's protest song, Revolution, for true inspiration. A vegan twist on a classic Creole dish. Terry's Fate Before Fast winter menu reimagines the Cajun and Creole dish, jambalaya, by replacing the traditional sausage and seafood with roasted vegetables. Terry's roots in New Orleans, a city layered with diverse cultures and traditions, have inspired his cooking style. This diversity is reflected in the cut-and-paste Creole tradition of combining different cultures to create something new. Terry's vegan jambalaya recipe includes sautéed yellow onions, brown rice, diced vegetables, canned tomatoes, vegetable stock, and seasoning. The dish is a representation of the playful and optimistic spirit of New Orleans, and a hope for a better future for all.
The path laid out by The Inspired Vegan highlights the importance of embracing food as a positive force in overcoming food injustice and fostering a strong community spirit. Each section showcased the diverse inspiration behind Terry Bryant's menus, paving the way for readers to create their own unique cooking experiences. Through his narratives, he encourages readers to take ownership of their food choices, grow their own produce, and engage with their dietary decisions. Moving beyond focusing solely on the meals themselves, Terry emphasizes the role of creativity, culture, history, and politics in shaping one's palate. With his blend of sumptuous dishes, diverse inspiration, and emphasis on inclusivity, Terry Bryant offers a delectable journey into the world of the inspired vegan.